everyone! Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've done any housing content, but that's because, we've just been settling into our new place and I've just been trying to style it up as much as I can since moving in. A few of the walls at my place are still quite bare, so we're getting there. I think you can tell from the shelving behind me also, like, I'm still trying my best. This is not how it's supposed to look like right now because I'm still experimenting, but we've just been really enjoying the process and I cannot wait to share what it is that we have been doing to our place since we moved in. It's not that major, but we did install a few things here and there, so I would like to share with you more about that. And I also haven't shared with you who my contractor is yet, so I do want to kind of provide like a more thorough breakdown of our journey to find our contractor and also kind of why we decided to go with a contractor instead of an ID. If you haven't already, please do hit the like and subscribe button below. It would be greatly appreciated. And let's get started on the video. For today's video, I'm just going to be talking about the 5 things that after moving in I feel like I cannot live without in my new place, and even if we move to another place, it's still gonna be the 5 things that I would not want to compromise on. At least I hope so. And I hope that these things that we've prioritized at our place can help you maybe narrow down some of the choices that you were thinking about. I'm also really excited to be sharing with you guys the look of our bedroom. And I would say, I think the last time I showed my bedroom was in our moving in vlog, which was obviously about 6 months ago now. I would say most of these things, I tried my best to make these choices as versatile as possible because I understand that not everybody would be like doing major renovations like us. We didn't do major renovations and still want to be able to have some of these things. Ta-da! This is our bedroom now, and this is how the bed is looking like. So this is the bedding that we're using right now. This is actually just a quilt cover and a pillowcase set. Just want to say it's probably looking a little bit dark right now because it is going to rain outside. It's gonna look a little bit gloomy. I hope it doesn't affect whatever points that I'm going to cover, so let's jump right in. I'm sitting on my bed right now, which kind of brings me to the first thing that I will not compromise on in any new place that I move to is going to be the bed. Let me share with you a little bit more about the bed that we have. So the mattress that we have is actually from Woosa, and I did talk about Woosa in like previous videos that I did. I actually had a vlog where I kind of showed where I vlogged my visit to their showroom along with other things, so showed you how the mattress looked like when I first moved in. I will link my moving in vlog so that you can have a look, because right now the mattress is like covered in like my bed sheet and my mattress protector, and I don't feel like ripping everything off just to show it to you. So just refer to my earlier video if you want to know how it looks like. You can also visit their showroom in person if you like to see how their original products look like. So I'm just gonna share with you how I have felt about using their bed for like the past 6 months since I moved in, and give you my honest opinion about it. So we went with the mattress that is the Mysa King size mattress because we have always wanted a king size bed for a very long time, and I have some points that I would like to highlight because these were the things that we were actually looking out for when we were choosing a bed, and I hope that it will help you guys in some of your decision making when you're choosing a bed for yourself. Let's talk about the 5 points that you want to think about when you're choosing a mattress, and I will also link it to my review of the Woosa Mysa King mattress that we've been using so far. So number 1 thing that you want to think about is comfort. So for the past 6 months of me using this mattress, it has remained very comfortable. I have to say that in most of my life I've been living with my parents, and when living with my parents, they didn't really like a very soft mattress. In fact, they've always encouraged me to choose like a very firm mattress. When it comes to comfort with mattresses, I also understand that it can be very subjective. So, what feels firm for me might be your cup of tea, and it might be, you know, what you really prefer in a mattress. I understand that people do have these kind of preferences, so I'm not here to say that like soft mattresses are the way to go. So far, after using this mattress for about 6 months, I don't think we'll ever go back to using a firm mattress again, because we have really enjoyed the comfort level of this mattress. It really does feel like you're sleeping on clouds. I would say it did get a little bit of getting used to, at least in the first 1 month, because like I mentioned, I've been sleeping on like a very firm mattress my whole life. So when I started to transition to this mattress, I would feel like my hips would dip, and my body would kind of sink into the bed a little bit more. So it took a little bit of getting used to, and now I would say that the mattress molds to my body, or my body molds to the mattress. I've also had a friend stay over with me, and she was like, you know, this is really comfortable. She slept through the entire night, and she told me she had like one of the best night's sleep, and like she couldn't wake up the next morning. So that was nice to kind of have like a third-party testament and not just my husband and I. I would say in terms of durability, like I mentioned, with a soft mattress, and also it's one of the things that people might be a bit concerned about, because if it's soft, does that mean that like it has been dipping in areas where the heaviest parts of your body usually lies? And I would say like no. I honestly felt that that would have been one of my concerns, also getting like a softer mattress. I have not noticed any signs of wear and tear. There has been like no holes like in the mattress where our hips are usually lying. So I would say it's been pretty good, honestly. And the next tip that I have, and also the next point I wanted to cover for my review, is motion isolation. So when I say motion isolation, I mean that, say that if I'm getting out of bed while my partner is still sleeping, will he get woken up because of my movements? Or if he gets out of bed while I'm still sleeping, would I get affected by his movements? So I would say for the past 6 months or so, this has happened almost every day. And obviously, because we do have, you know, slightly different sleeping patterns, you know, he has a habit of waking up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. It doesn't really happen for me. And also when we get ready for work, I'm always waking up earlier than him. He gets to get out of bed a bit later than me. Our schedules are not 100% exact to one another, so we have been able to test this out a lot for ourselves. The motion isolation part of this mattress is really good, because I cannot really feel my husband getting out of bed as often as I thought I would, compared to, you know, when I used to sleep at my parents' place. It's very easy to feel that, because we did have a firm mattress, so whoever gets in and out of bed, the other person would definitely feel it. Let me bring you just very quickly over temperature. I will not talk too much about this. Personally, I've always used a mattress protector. The current mattress protector that we're using now is also an IKEA mattress protector. It's called Rosenthal, if I remember correctly. It is the one that is like the icy cool protector. I cannot comment too much about the temperature regulation of the mattress itself, because I have not slept on the mattress directly. We always like icy cold mattresses, or beds in general, and I think that particular one that we got from IKEA does a really good job of making the mattress cold, or your bed cold in general. So I would recommend that one. And the very last point that I wanted to highlight about my review of this mattress so far is on pressure relief, which I feel like everyone is looking out for whenever they shop a new mattress. Also kind of connected to the comfort point that I mentioned earlier. So for myself, I have sustained quite a number of sports injuries back when I was still working out very actively, and I've definitely not been doing the same workouts that I was doing prior to moving in. So, but I feel like the injuries have always been there, or I've always felt some kind of discomfort every time I have gone to sleep. So I would say that my very common pressure points are going to be my shoulders and my lower back, as well as sometimes my neck. So these are the pressure points that I usually feel whenever I'm kind of getting into bed. Of course, I wouldn't attribute it to the bed that I was sleeping on. I think that wasn't the first thing that comes to my mind, because it's not like the bed was painful to sleep on. So technically, it was never like the first thing that crossed my mind. Like I mentioned, I did have like a 1 month or so time where I was just getting used to it. So I can't exactly, you know, pinpoint exactly what it is in my life that was like giving me lower back pain, but I would say that it has gotten much better after sleeping on this mattress. Again, it might have had something to do with the fact that my body was more conditioned to using this mattress, and it kind of really molded well with me. So it could have helped my body more positively in that sense. So yes, that is also one of the things that I wanted to mention. Well, now I'm just going to summarize overall my review of this mattress, and I would say it has been very, very positive. And not just the product itself, but I would say the entire experience so far, including my visit to the showroom, including the delivery, including the staff that I have spoken to, even at the showroom, the service staff. They have been very warm and accommodating, and the delivery was so prompt as well. The delivery man actually brought the mattress to my master bedroom itself, and it's just been stellar. I would say the service, the experience, the hospitality, and the product itself has been very, very nice. So overall, I would say it's definitely a 5 stars from me. And I think if you have been thinking about getting this mattress, or you've been like hesitating, my recommendation is put it on your list of items to get, because I don't think you would regret it. And if you're someone who really likes soft beds, you know, once you sit in it, you just feel like you're sleeping on a cloud, then I would say that this mattress is a definite go-to. Well, I've gotten so comfortable sitting on my bed talking to you guys that I don't feel like getting off right now. But I will, because I want to show you the rest of the things that I want to prioritize since moving in. So let's move. Alrighty, so the second priority item that I have on my list is going to be a hot and cold tap mixer for our bathrooms. It's especially useful if you are washing stains, if you need to wash like anything with stubborn stains, you get like hot water on the spot. You know, back when I was living in my parents' place, if I ever needed warm water, it doesn't come from the tap, it comes from the shower head. And sometimes if I'm like, you know, washing my face and I have like maybe a clay mask on, I need to use a shower head even when I'm not actually showering, and it wets my shirt and everything, so it does get very messy. And I think ever since having a hot and cold tap mixer, it is easier when, you know, I just need to get like a stubborn stain off, like any kind of fabric in the bathroom, or if I need to wash anything in the sink area. As you may have noticed, we're also using Grohe tap mixers in general. Like all our shower fittings are from Grohe. 6 months in, and I have not noticed any flaw about, you know, the material, the metal, the coating of their products. It still looks as good as new. No sign of tarnishing, and heard quite a number of horror stories when it comes to tarnishing of any you know, bathroom metals, you know, things that come into contact with water and detergent very, very often. So my recommendation is, if you can, please invest in a good set of bathroom hardware. If you have been, you know, on the fence about it, please do consider installing this. Third priority that we have on our list is going to be on electrical points. So as with HDB, there are some electrical points that cannot be moved, actually part of walls that are part of the building's overall structural foundation. It is also one of the reasons why certain walls in our houses cannot be hacked or cannot be tampered with. So those plugs definitely have to be fixated there. They will definitely have to go in before you lay any kind of tiles. So you actually will be thinking about it very early on in your renovation. So for us, we thought about, you know, how we are going to live in a room. Because we didn't have an ID, we had to do all these visualizations on our own. So we discussed a lot
between one another, you know, where we prefer to charge certain items, you know, and where we would want like sockets out of view, when we are okay with sockets being in view. We actually have quite a few items plugged into the TV console area, but if you come over to our place, you'll never see a wire inside, especially at the TV console area. This is also very important when you're planning where your LAN points are going to be. It's also very important because if you're going to be working from home, you would definitely want LAN point direct connections in like your study room or in another bedroom, you know, really depending on where you plug in your work laptops and where you would need direct internet connection. So my two advice points on this when it comes to planning and prioritizing electrical points is, first of all, think about your lifestyle. Where do you like to charge your items? Where do you normally place your electrical equipment or things that you use day to day? Really think about that. And then it will be easier for you to plan where your electrical points will be. And then second of all, it's going to be room planning. You're going to have a study room. Where is your laptop going to be? Where is your PC going to be? Are you going to have any gaming equipment? So I would say it's how you plan your electrical points is going to be heavily centered around your lifestyle and the things that you use day to day, as well as your room planning. Point number 4 is really based on preference. So for us, we really wanted a water dispenser. Now, I understand that a water dispenser can be a little bit pricey, but I would say now out here in the market, there are so many water dispensers available. You have like tank to tankless. So our water filter is a tankless filter, and as you can see from the brand, it's also from Ruhan's. A few things that we took into consideration when we think about a water filter, again, is also very heavily dependent on lifestyle, and we love cold water on demand. I have a friend who has a baby, and he also says that he does admit that can make baby milk formula very quickly and is also at the optimum temperature. You can also be sterilizing milk bottles and all that. So, you know, if you have a growing family, that might be something that you want to look into as well. So actually just a few days ago, one of the filters actually needed changing, and so my husband could just change it on the spot. So my suggestion is just hit up YouTube, hit up Google. There's a lot of material online to help you make this decision easier. And the very last item that I have on the top 5 priority items is our automated laundry rack. My husband purchased this from Shopee because there is another brand out there that's also very famous and very well known that is twice the price of this guy. This one just does what it needs to do. It has an inbuilt fan. The only thing that it doesn't have is probably a heat lamp. It does what it needs to do, and it has been so helpful because now I do not have to strain my neck just to hang my clothes every time, and it has been an absolute lifesaver. I think that's it from me for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of the items that I mentioned today, feel free to drop me a DM, or you can even leave a comment down below. I will try my best to get back to you as quick as possible. And it's really getting very gloomy over here because it's just pouring rain outside right now. I'm just going to log off right now and enjoy the weather for the rest of my lunch break, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!